you. I'm also you can accept that. Cool. Okay, welcome. Monday night, you guys. It's seriously great to see you, and kudos to you guys. It is the dead middle of summer, and you are here, and I appreciate that, and your businesses appreciate that, your legacies, anything that you are building here, just the energy of plugging in at the beginning of the week, I think sets us up for a much better week. And I honestly cannot imagine not sure, Tia, here, let me see if I can co-host you. Yes, I can. I cannot, thank you for that. I cannot imagine not spending a little bit of time on Monday thinking about my business or doing something about my business, because otherwise the rest of the week, all of a sudden it's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and like it snowballs into the weekend. And so very intentionally having these calls on Mondays, I think it's just the standard, right? And truth be told, my husband is on his way home from somewhere. I have 5 children running around my house right now, 3 of my own and 2 extras. And we can build this business that way. That's okay. They all know, like, mom needs 30 minutes. That's fine. I love setting the standard with them, just as I set the standard with myself. So, you know, just sharing that to give you permission. Like, if a child runs in here, that's part of it, right? That's okay. So, I am excited to talk about, and really what we're going to do is we're going to spend some time working. And I know a couple of you are driving, and that's cool. And you can like take notes, or you can like do this after. But I really want to make sure that, because really when I think about the tried and true tenets of this business, there are 3 things. There is mindset, there are skills, and there is action. And the beautiful thing about those 3, it's a triangle, and it should be a pretty equilateral triangle. If one of those is off, things are not going to go, right? I mean, you can literally have all the skills in the world and put in action, and if your mindset is crappy, your business will feel it. You can also have great mindset and be in action, but if you are not skilled in it, and same thing, you can spend all your time on mindset and skills but not actually be in action, right? So that's just what is. Oh, Tia, sorry, I'm still clicking them. I'll stop clicking the waiting room. So the cool thing is mindset can be worked on. It's simply a muscle. Your mind is a muscle that we have to work all the time, right? I actually did just go through COVID, if you didn't see my post. And so just like I stopped everything else, I stopped working out, my muscles weakened. My mindset also, if I'm not putting in the effort, is going to weaken, right? Skills can be learned. Mindset is a muscle, skills can be learned. Action is a decision. It's literally a decision. And so you get to decide if you're focused, you know, and just do an inventory for yourself. And maybe on a scale of 1 to 5, it's a good inventory to do. You know, where do I need help? Because all of those can be helped, and I can help you. You can DM me after this and we can talk through if you're like, you know what, I'm really strong here, but I need to work on this. Please just really think about it like that 3-legged equilateral 3-sided triangle that really you need all 3. And so we have had some really great calls with some skill building, and we've had some really great calls with some mindset. And so today I really want to focus on that action piece, because some people are like, gosh, I want to do this, but I really need to know, what do I do every day? And so this is called the daily growth checklist. As with most things that I use in Isogenics, I have borrowed and stolen and taken things from across the best of the best, just observing at what other people have out there. And this can be found at leadersrisehere.com. And I'm going to pull that up for you just so that you can see. You can go there, or you can remember it. And that's the site that my husband, Jake, and I have created to just have a one-stop shop for the system. And if you go to leadersrisehere.com, here's the system with the 4 steps. And I'm not, you know, I mean, it's all tried and true. At this point, it's like, there is nothing that isn't in these 4 steps that we don't do to build this business. So then if you go here to the daily growth checklist and you choose to click on it, this was going to pop up for you. And this is a 1-pager that you can literally print out for every single day that you're working your business. If this is of help to you, and if you have things that you are like, oh my gosh, I need to add this, or she doesn't have this, or I don't like how she writes this, that's fine. Tweak it to make it work for you. The best system is going to be the one that you actually do and that you actually accomplish. So this should, and what I love about this, and I got this again from someone, is there's a minimum number and there's a fast track. So if you are like, I'm in a bare minimum season right now because I have all my kids home all summer and I just want to get it done, whatever your commitment is to your business, maybe you're making 3 new connections a day. Maybe you're asking 3 people to take a look every day. Maybe you're following up with 3, or maybe you're in a season where you're like, you know what, I want to be on stage for Start 1000 and I want to be, qualifying for different things and rank advancing and, building I'm in a season where I'm getting the plane off the ground, because I promise you there are seasons that you will need to get the plane off the ground. Then you should be looking at the fast track. Maybe you have time for more than 5. Maybe you're like, I'm doing 10 or 20 every day. I've heard of it. I've heard of it from stage, people who are doing 20 new contacts a day, 20 follow-ups, whatever it is for you. Okay. And so what I do, and right now I'm super into my country summer music playlist. So that's what we're going to do. We are going to work our way through some of these, and we're only doing this until 8:30. So I'm hoping to just kind of get you going and get you started. And at 8:30, I will go over a product in the spotlight and just a couple quick announcements. But first and foremost, I want us, and you could print this every day, or you could also choose to literally make a list 1 to 12. You could take a notebook. You wouldn't even have to print it every day. You could take a notebook and you could every page write out 1 through 12, 1 through 12, 1 through 12. And just then open it up every day and say, okay, I'm on number 5. I'm doing Share the Love right now, and just do it. And you can get through this in 30 to 60 minutes a day, honestly. I mean, of course, events, networking, some of these things, sure, are bigger. But if you just want to get the bare minimum stuff done, and start at the top, because the hard things, again, we've organized it so that you get the hard things done first, right? You make your new connections and the take a look, the reach outs. So we're going to work on that right now. Let me check oh yeah, it's a scroll down. Okay, awesome. Cool. Love it, Chris. I love that. That's hilarious. Okay. So yeah, you can take the PDF, you could save it. It's literally, you could save it to your desktop so you never have to go out to the website again. Honestly, it does not matter. So we are going to start with new connections. And so what I am going to do is oh, thank you. Yes. Thank you for that. I am going to type in something, a keyword. This is a trick I learned from Kelly. So I just, again, take a trick that I'm going to type in book club because I'm really into reading. Come up with your own thing. Maybe book club isn't for you. Maybe you love to golf. Maybe you love Orange Theory. Maybe you love, whatever it is, type in. So I'm going to Instagram and I'm typing in hashtag book club. So I'm going to search people who have been posting. There's 4.3 million posts with the hashtag book club. So then I click on it, but this is the trick that Kelly taught me. It brings up top. You don't want top. That's just influencers. That's just the top. I want to click in the middle. It says recent. Do you see here? It says recent. So I clicked on recent, and now I'm literally going to scroll through and I'm going to find 3 names. This is how simple step 1 is. I'm going to find 3 posts of people that I want to start following, and I'm going to write their little handles down on step 1. Okay. So I want you guys to do this, and I'm going to put music on because music keeps our energy and our vibe up. We're going to spend the next 3 minutes. Go find, and if you don't want to do Instagram, do it on Facebook, or go through your phone and write down 3 names of people that you're adding them to your kind of funnel. You're looking for 3 new people out there in the world, and there's lots of places we can do it. Okay. I'll be back in 3 minutes. Hold on. Got to get my country summer on. Shuffle. Oh, there we go. Okay.
somewhere between a boy and man. She was 17 and she was far from in between. It was summertime in northern Michigan. Splashing through the sandbar, talking by the campfire. It's the simple things in life, like when and where. We didn't have no internet, but man, I never will forget the way the moonlight shined upon her hair. And we were trying different things, and we were smoking funny things, making love out by the lake to our favorite song. Sipping whiskey out the bottle, not thinking about tomorrow. Singing Sweet Home Alabama all summer long. Singing Sweet Home Alabama all summer long. Catching walleye from the dock, watching the waves roll off the rocks. She'll forever hold a spot inside my soul.
Okay. I don't know how long that was, but that's probably long enough for you to do. Oh, I love that, Lindsay. Yes, that's probably long enough for you to do that step. So you could laminate it. You're right. You could print it. You could laminate it. You could use a dry erase marker. This is great. That is such good info, Linz. I love it. So I clicked on 3 names. Also, these are new connections. So know that you could click on them. If they follow you back, even if they don't, you could send a note. Like one of the people I clicked on, it's Colleen Hoover book that I want to read. So that's such an easy start. It's just like David Wood teaches us. It's such an easy connecting conversation. Hey, I saw your post of the Colleen Hoover book that I have on my list at the library. I'm so excited to read it. What did you think? Hey, where do you live? I love that we like the same books. Hey, we're just trying to make connecting points here. You could do it when you reach out. You could wait to see if they follow you back. And then you could say, hey, thanks for the follow back. Whatever it is, we're just being people out in the world, loving on people and finding connection points. That's all that step 1 is. Okay. Step 2, take a look. And I want you guys, when you do at least one of these, I want you to comment in the chat. And I know this is one that for some people is the scariest one, right? We have templates. We have scripts out right at, so we have them, again, we have them at leadersrisehere.com. Whether you want to use that or not, it's just where we house our stuff. So under invite people to take a look, and step 2 says text a few, collagen, or opportunity. So they're right here. Your scripts are right here. So I can click on collagen, for example. These are scripts that have come from both Hillary Courtney and Zach Slobin. So a couple of really great scripts, people who are killing it. These work. Okay. So option 1 is literally to send, and this is from Hillary Courtney. You literally just send this, and you could do it with the nootropics. You could do it with the adaptogen. You could do it with the 7-day reset, honestly. And these could be people who used to love isogenics. This could be someone that you're just looking at that like you really want to tell them about it. Option 2 is a little more conversational. So this is Zach, and he leaves it. He says, think you'd love it. So he waits for them to ask the question back, whereas Hillary asked the question right away. Very intentional words. Okay. So someone maybe in your network, again, minimum 3, fast track 5. You could also do the opportunity. When I was first getting started, you guys, when I wanted success yesterday, I literally did this was my, I put in, I trained on it years ago, but I put together 40 or 50 people in my network that I just wanted to show them, because I was just like, I'm doing something, and you came to mind because you're entrepreneurial, you're savvy. I have something, I think I found something that you would love. And, really ask them to take a look. And if they're open, sometimes we're scared about them saying, yeah, I'm open to taking a look. Get them on a 3-way call, right? If it's network investing, I'm sure Kelly or Tyler would do that. If it's anything that I can help with, please reach out to me. I'll do a 3-way call for you. If there's a video out there at iSamovie, we have so many tools and things that we can put them in front of, opportunity calls, things like that. So I'm going to put on the music, and I want you guys to send the message, one of these messages. Once again, text a few is pretty, text a few is also pretty harmless, not that scary. It's not that scary. And this would be good with the 7-day. Okay. This would be really good with the 7-day to say, hey, I want to step up. You know, I'm rebalancing my body right now. I'm using this brand new 7-day. All I had to do is purchase the products. Are you any interest in doing it with me? So take this, send it out. You're going to be amazed with some of the results you get. If a lot of resistance is coming up for you right now, that's okay. I want you to, after this call, go watch this Emily Vavra video right here. It's 16 minutes long, and she really makes you want to jump off your seat and master the art of inviting. Because I promise you, to really grow an organization and a team, mastering this is going to help you a ton. It is a great video. Okay, I'm going to put on a song, one full song, and I'm going to let you guys, we're all going to get to work a little bit here. Oh, look, Brian. Cool.
I got that real good, feel good stuff up under the seat of my big black jacked up truck. Rolling on 35s, pretty girl by my side. You got that suntan skirt and boots, waiting on you to look my way and scoop your little hot self over here. Girl, hand me another beer, yeah. All them other boys wanna line you up and take you downtown, but you look like the kind that likes to take it way out, out where the cornrows roll my boat, floating down the Flint River. Catch us up a little catfish dinner. Gonna sound like a winner when I lay you down and love you right. Yeah, that's my kind of night. Might sit down on my diamond plate tailgate, put in my country ride, hip-hop mixtape. Little Conway and little T-Pain, might just make it rain. You can hang your T-shirt on the limb, hit that bank and we can ease on in. Soak us up a little moonlight, you know I know what you like, yeah. All them other boys wanna line you up and take you downtown, but you look like the kind that likes to take it way out, out where the cornrows roll my boat, floating down the Flint River. Catch us up a little catfish dinner. Gonna sound like a winner when I lay you down and love you right. Yeah, that's my kind of night. Yeah, that's my kind of night. My kind of, your kind is this kind of night. We dance in the dark and your lips land on mine. Oh, gonna get our love on. Oh, time to get our buzz on. All them other boys wanna wind you up and take you downtown, but you look like the kind that likes to take it way out, out where the cornrows roll my boat, floating down the Flint River. Catch us up a little catfish dinner. Gonna sound like a winner when I lay you down and love you right. Yeah, that's my kind of night. Yeah, that's my kind of night. That's my kind of night. Yeah, that's my kind of night.
Okay, perfect. 3 minutes. 3 minutes with that one. Anyone do anything that they want to share in the, either unmute or share in the chat? I would love to hear. Okay. That's cool. Yeah, I mean, these are just, it's all just such good stuff to work through. Sometimes your direct ask comes in person. I know, like Gina, for example, on the call did that with her esthetician with Kara, right, Gina? It was like an in-person. You just like took a deep breath and said it right there. I did that with my chiropractor. I was like literally on the table, and I just, very early on in my business, he's like, "What's new?" And I was like, "I started a new business. I'd love to tell you more about it." And I mean, I just didn't, and he was like, "Sure, okay." And I didn't know what to do in the moment. I said, "Can we grab coffee sometime?" Sometimes all it is just asking to grab coffee, right? And then from there, see what happens. It's great. Yes, Gina, so good. Okay. Good stuff comes when you ask, and sometimes people don't even know that they're invited to the party if you don't ask. So what's the worst that can happen? And what is the best that can happen, honestly? Okay. Next, follow up. So about isogenics and life, if you're feeling, go after all of it, right? I mean, I've been following up with some people that I've been going back and forth with. I have a specific person that I thought she was going to pull the trigger this weekend. She didn't. So I did just send her a follow-up today saying, "Hey, how was your weekend? Hope you're doing well." Sometimes it's just checking back in and circling back. So we'll take 2 minutes and we'll do some follow-ups. And I know follow-up, it's typically you do want to come back to a direct ask of some sort and not just dance around it forever. But sometimes the follow-up is on life too. Okay. Here we go.
Heading down south to the land of the pines. I'm thumbing my way into North Carolina, staring up the road and pray to God I see headlights. I made it down the coast in 17 hours, picking me a bouquet of dogwood flowers, and I'm hoping for Raleigh I can see my baby tonight. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me. Running from the cold up in New England, I was born to be a fiddler in an old-time string band. My baby plays the guitar, I pick a banjo now. Oh, North Country winters keep a getting me down. Lost my money playing poker, so I had to leave town. But I ain't a turning back to living that old life no more. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Yeah, rock.
Okay. We will pause there. I literally messaged about 4 people during that amount of time. So, and maybe you're good at this. Maybe Instagram, you can pull up on your screen, Messenger, text. I like to do most of them on my laptop usually, if you're better at typing. Whatever is going to just help you be really efficient with your stuff, right? And I will say the next one is social media, and we'll just talk about, but if you really, between social media and then share the love, personal development, that you've gotten through the hardest part. If you wake up and you get through 1 through 4, 5 through 8 are like super fun and light hearted, so it's like just getting through the hardest part is like everything. And I promise you, anytime that I start my morning with that stuff, the rest of my day it just feels so much easier. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm so accomplished already, and I can't believe I ripped off the Band-Aid and I did this one and I did that one, and and then maybe you're hearing back from people, so it's so fun. Social media posts, stories, whatever venue it is that you're using, between daily lifestyle shares and then writing up a power post for both a wellness power post. And I just got my 7-day. So tomorrow I'm going to be putting it all in my stories, talking about it, flipping through it. And then I will also do a power post as I get started on it. Right. So whether you want to be using collagen power, all of the product power posts and business power posts, this power post kind of makes sense so much. Oh, Linz, I'm glad you like the music. That's great. I am pretty happy with my country summer playlist. And that's part of it, you guys, like going through life, yeah. Your energy and your vibe is like half the battle. So that's part of why I'm putting the music on, because I want you guys to keep high energy and high vibe when you're going through this stuff. Because if it feels like a have to, and you're sitting here and you're, in like a, bad energy, bad space, bad, if you're not happy with it, like all that stuff does really matter. So, cool. And then share the love, birthday messages. So just having had my birthday last week, it always amazes me, some of the people that reach out to me. And maybe you agree, maybe on your birthdays, you're like, wow, I thought that person unfollowed me by now, you're like, and it's so wonderful because in this relationship business, we get to be in relationship with these people. Some we are close with, and others, it's just that extra personal touch. And I will tell you, top networkers in my network, they're for sure sending out the birthday messages. And, voice text is really great to do that. And if you do it every single day, every year on my birthday, I vow to be better at it. I'm not going to pretend I'm super good at it, but if you do it every single day, you touch everyone in your network once a year. Like, think about that. You start and now I'm going back and forth with people, just catching up on life, because that birthday triggers a touch point every year. It's really, really a beautiful thing. So after you do the 1 through 4, you get to do some sharing the love. Feels super great. You get to do personal development, 10 minutes. You literally can take 10 minutes. And it might be when you're driving your kid to gymnastics. That's something that I would be spending 10 minutes. I do it all the time. Or folding laundry. Maybe you have a podcast in your ear, or doing the dishes. You can do these things in a short amount of time. It doesn't have to and that's called anyways time, or there's phrases for it where it's time that you're already doing something else. So it doesn't add to your time. And there is a document out there that you guys can check on in Leaders Rise Here. I'm sure Impact Makers, if you look all over, there's recommended book lists. Gratitude, simply write down what you're grateful for. My husband is so good at this. Anytime I'm in a negative mood, he's like, okay, stop, we're doing gratitudes. And it flips you around. Even if you're simply grateful for the dinner that you ate tonight, or the ice cold water that you had on a hot day, or just coming up with those little gratitudes too. It just changes your state. And you will notice the people that you gravitate to online, the people that you admire, they're very good at managing their state. It's a very, very big piece to, then going into that skills and action piece. And that's what we're constantly working on here. And, you're going to be a disaster before you're a master. So it's just part of it is just start doing it and getting into the state of it. Okay. Affirmations and mantras. I allow myself to attract people who else has put, I've many times I have it up on, I either write it on my mirror where I get ready every day, or I put Post-it notes up on my mirror where I get ready every day so that I'm looking at that. And then even I've had people, non-Isogenics friends come over and I leave it up. I'm like, they can go in my bathroom and see what I do. This is what I do. This is how I choose to live. It helps. It really, really does, to start identifying exactly who it is that you're looking for, and then saying it and spending some time every day, either writing it out or focusing on it. Goals. And I know we're at time and I want to show you guys the other stuff. Customer service. So this is adding people to the product groups, welcoming them once they accept. If you want to touch base on people's auto ships, or maybe their first month, right? I'm way more high touch that first month. I like to empower people to deal with their own auto ships. So I don't totally always check in with them, but just that customer care piece. I know a Lindsay Hopper is so fantastic at that. Rank advancing your team as you're building your team, really working on this exact same thing with them, plugging them into the calls, getting them on a 3-way call, and then events and networking, which I know we've done totally separate calls on. This can literally be if you are doing these things, your business will be different. If you're doing these things over an extended period of time, your business will be different. It will grow. It will look different than it does today. Okay. I thank you guys for just spending the time with me on that. I want to pull up real quick, super quick. How do I click on this? Okay. This is, it's not letting me click. Oh, present. Okay. So, and you guys can share your gratitude wins in the chat. If you have anything just really that you want to share, please, or call out a teammate, put it in the chat so we can celebrate everyone. These are the 3 ways to plug in right now within the team. Kelly's Monday Huddle returns August 8th. So she was unable to today and next Monday. I know summers get a little crazy. Please plug in on the 8th during the day if you're available. Our team calls at night, we have them, between Lindsay and Laura, Julie and myself. We have a really solid rotation, ideas, things happening. I can see Lindsay's face on my screen right now, and I'm so grateful for you and for everything that we're doing. And Julie, I know you're on too. I just happened to see Lindsay's face. You girls are just, we hit the power on this team, and the collective amount of money that between the 4 of us have been earned is I don't even know. I would have to go and add it up, but it's mind blowing. So really, we've just done this stuff. We've just done it longer. We've just come before you. We've just been scary with our asks. We've just, had visions and gone after it. And still fail every single day. And then Tyler, his Monday through Friday lives, you guys, I have been so impressed with these, just being able to pop in, see him, say hi, hear a little bit. Plugging in, right? Just as we say, you treat it like a hobby, it'll pay you like a hobby, treat it like a business. It really has the potential to blow your mind and change your life. Okay. And then my product. So for me, the nootropic elixir, it may have been talked about recently, but I really have just started to notice myself. So I want to talk about it. And 10 servings, $4.40 a serving. I have a good friend who takes other nootropics, and he says and he's very big in the world of wellness, and he says, oh, it's usually $6 to $7 a serving. So if you can tell people $4.40, and if they buy it as a 6-pack, it would even be it'd be $4. Really. And 29 BV adding. And what I love about it is you don't actually have to take it every single day to notice a difference. You could get, it's on those days when I just feel I need that focus and that energy, and it just, I have no afternoon crash. I know there's a little bit of caffeine in it, but it's more about this, wow, I can just be on my A game all day. So if you haven't done it yet, please do. If you have a testimony about it, put it in the chat. You could literally buy 10 to just try a few, honestly. Comment, put a 1 in the chat if I will see you in Orlando. I'm also planning on Philly for University in Action. I have a new girl, a new builder. She was hoping to get on tonight, but we're planning on Philly. So put a 2 in the chat if I will see you in Philadelphia for sure in November, because there's so much goodness coming. And I know we've said that, and I know we're coming out of a crazy couple of years here, but just know that long game is what wins this stuff. And we're here, and we're just so happy to be doing this. Oh, good. Philly too. Okay, awesome. I love it. Absolutely. Okay. Any questions, anything? Otherwise, I won't take any more of your time. Yeah, no, we're thrilled. This was the vision for the Monday calls, and I think we're hitting it. So please invite those on your teams. It really is. I know different teams have different cultures, but the Kelly and Tyler org, within all of the Kelly and Tyler org, anyone is welcome always. And Monday nights kick it off. And thank you all. And we will be back next week. And go do your daily growth checklist. If you have a win from it, please shoot me a text or a DM, because honestly, it gives us fire to know too that these things are working. So thank you guys. Bye. Have a good night.